Jacobs Insurance Agency has served Shiawassee County and the surrounding areas since 1977. Just like 3 Point Podcasts, we've had 3 generations: Gary Jacobs Sr., Gary Jacobs II, Brian Jacobs, and myself, Noah Jacobs, serving our community with offices in Waterford and Owasso on M21, just west of Home Depot. Stop in or go online to jacobsinsurance.com to get a quote or get your questions answered by our team. Jacobs Insurance is a proud supporter of our local schools and the proud sponsor of the Prep Spotlight. Insure everything, local, independent, and trusted. It's our family working together to protect yours. That's the Jacobs way.
Time for the Prep Spotlight presented by the Jacobs Insurance Agency, local, independent, and trusted. We'll kind of zip through this as we're going a little long, but last night, the game I filled in on, it was Ovid Elsie over Birch Run, 63-36. Tucker Loins had 19, Travis Milner 16. Marauders improved to 7-2 on the season with that win. Their big competition is going to be Chesaning. Chesaning down Montrose, 63-55. The Freeland Falcons in overtime down Frankenmuth, 67-61. The Eagles' Ethan Edwards forced overtime with a 3-pointer with 3 seconds remaining, but Freeland got it back together and pulled it out in overtime. Did you get a chance to see that game at all, Jared?
No, I didn't. I know my parents went. From my understanding, it's a game where maybe they learned a few lessons, and it's always nice when you learn a few lessons and a win. So, it's a big rivalry game. I know, from what I understand, it's a good crowd. So, just thankful to win that one.
The Frankenmuth gym, I saw some of the highlights on TV. It's kind of old school, you know. They do have some stands behind the baskets, but like 3 rows up, something like that. But Wilson Huckabee led the way with 29. He's a stud. Langsburg over Saginaw Valley Lutheran, 66-56, a 12-2 run in the first quarter. Helped the Wolfpack jump out to that lead. Owasso, very competitive team this year. They downed the Perry Ramblers 53-47. Liam Patrick had 17 for the Trojans in that one. In girls basketball, it was Crun over Chesaning, 54-40. It was Kaylee Owens had a team high 15 points, and Perry over Holly in girls basketball, 54-12. You know, again, I'm going to jump on it one more time. No reporting in the Argus Press on the Corunna boys. I have yet to see an article this year. I don't know what is going on, but they need to clean that up, whoever's responsible. And speaking go ahead.
It should. I don't want to knock anyone. It shouldn't be that hard to send a couple little cliff notes. You know, like you said, doesn't have to be a big old thing. Just
like a picture of the scorebook.
Right.
Text it over. That's it. Corunna football. We'll talk about that real quick. Corunna football, Steve Herrick has announced his resignation. Had a lot of success at Corunna, 2 stints over there. Was your coach, right, Matt?
He was, yeah.
In his first stint there at Corunna, took the Cavaliers all the way to Ford Field last year. Very nice, successful career over there. He's an assistant principal and athletic director at the middle school. Congratulations on Steve on a fine football career as a coach, and it'll be interesting to see what they find in the coach's search.
No, it's definitely a big congrats to Coach Herrick for everything that he did with Corunna. Obviously, in his first stint, stepped away a little bit, came back in. Like you said, the historic run to Ford Field last season. He's up. He's not Nick Anise level, of course, but he's up there, you know, as one of the best coaches, you know, in Corunna football history, and deservedly so. And time to step away, because that's a lot, because, you know, the coaching, the teaching, assistant principal, athletic director, everything that he's doing. And one big thing too, that we've talked about, he's really developed that youth program. And that was something that, Jared, it was a little bigger when you came through, but there wasn't much of a youth program when I came through. So his work and efforts, you know, developing the youth program, you know, is definitely a big deal, you know, there in Corunna. So kudos to Coach Herrick.
All right. That's the Prep Spotlight presented by the Jacobs Insurance Agency. And again, let's take another short break and then wrap this thing up with a quick Tedtertainment Tonight.